Hey guys, welcome to Double Take. Today we give our first impressions of Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. See Jack's doing the Assassin's Creed thing. He's got the hood. He's got the hood on his face.
It's a really big hood.
Yeah. So Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag is the 6th title in the series. That's a good look for you. I like it better off.
Thank you.
Technically the 4th title release, so you got Assassin's Creed and Assassin's Creed 2, and there were 3 of those, and then Assassin's Creed 3, and now there's 4, so that's 6, okay? Edward Kenway is who you play. He's a pirate, and I've played the 3 Ezio games, and I'm actually playing Assassin's Creed 3 right now, so I kind of have some background on it, but you came in fresh.
Yes, I've made it this far in my life and have managed not to play any of the Assassin's Creed series.
What?
I don't know actually how that was possible at all. I kind of regret doing so.
Do you regret it?
I regret it because as soon as I jumped in, I was like blown away.
My brother actually did that too. When my brother first played Assassin's Creed, he was like, why did none of my friends tell me about this game? It's so fun. They're like running around and stuff, so very interesting. Very visceral pleasure. So the gameplay consists of sword fights and free running and sailing ships. They took the naval gameplay element from Assassin's Creed 3. There's some missions where you do naval gameplay, and they refined it. They improved on the mechanics. There's better aiming. The water dynamics make it a lot different. You know, they're going up on waves. You gotta wait till they make it past that crest, and it's really cool. I mean, it's much better in my opinion.
Yeah, I actually don't remember playing any game that had like ship versus ship. I mean, I played like Lego Pirates of the Caribbean, but come on, that's Lego. But that
Favorite game.
Yeah.
Classic.
Anyways, yeah, being my first time, like having all this thrown at me on the first go was like kind of daunting. I gotta say.
Yeah. Now playing the previous games, what they've changed a lot. Just for your information, the hand-to-hand combat is very similar to AC3. But that game, AC3, kind of changed it a bit from the previous game. So now it's pretty much a matter of someone comes and attacks, you counter. You're like the best counter attack like person
ever
in the world. Like it's super easy. Like someone comes and there's a big indicator, and then they attack, and it's just like junk. And then you have like 5 seconds. Well, not 5 seconds, but a while before it's like junk. And it's like you have that long to press the right button. It's like if you don't figure that out, if you get taken down, it's like, what are you? I mean, I don't know. I don't understand what you're doing. But it's super easy. And if you like the gameplay in the previous games, then you'll definitely like it in this one.
I actually thought that playing this one, I think I should go back and buy the other ones off Steam and play those and see how it goes. Because I really enjoyed myself.
The graphics, it looked beautiful. I mean, it's definitely one of the best looking games for this season coming out. I mean, the water looks really amazing.
I've never been to like Havana or like Jamaica or anything like that, but like it's like I was almost there.
I assume it looks very similar to the real thing.
In the 1700s. Yeah.
Also, the main guy looks a lot like Heath Ledger, so I don't know what they were thinking there, but he does.
That's debatable. Leave a comment down below if Edward seemed like.
Do you think he looks like Heath Ledger? In terms of enjoyment, I mean, just pure enjoyment of playing the game. I mean, what do you think?
Well, I really enjoyed the free running aspect of it. All the jumping, climbing, upgrading ships, and then upgrade your swords and guns and stuff. There's a lot of things to do, from like looting treasure chests to like, yeah.
There's no shortage of collectibles and side quests that you can do. Something that I kind of miss from the Ezio trilogy is that upgrades were actually kind of necessary. I mean, like you needed to upgrade, you needed to get better armor and better swords and weapons, but they're not so much necessary in this game. You can kind of, and in Assassin's Creed 3 as well, you can kind of just like kind of go through it and play the story without really ever upgrading anything.
Yeah, I went from upgrading like the swords you start off with to, I think, the Spanish rapiers for like 15,000 whatever the currency was.
Right.
And it was supposed to be an upgrade of like 5 damage, 4 combo, and like 3 speed or something from like 111.
Yeah.
I didn't notice the difference.
Yeah.
At all.
But
It's
if you
still fun.
want to upgrade, if you want to get the cooler weapons and the cooler armor, like, yeah, sweet, do it. But it's not so much necessary. So obviously with collectibles, it's usually replayable.
Yeah, like you'd have to chase down these musical notes, the shanty songs. So like you could teach your crew pirate songs and like the whole animus pieces from like the hard to reach places where you have to free run and then climb up and then like dive. That's another thing. When I was actually jumping off things, I didn't know there were specific points to jump off of. Because I didn't know about the whole eagle vision thing.
So, yeah, you never played.
Yeah, I never
games,
played, so like.
What are you thinking?
With eagle vision, if you activated it, you could see where you could land, like piles of hay or leaves that were safe to do so. And I just climbed up to I climbed up to a church. I was like, oh, I'll just jump off, and then I was expecting like the animation where he goes into like a swan dive,
right,
and then flips over. No, it just starts flailing.
Oh, you just thought you could jump off anything and have the eagle? No,
he just started flailing. I was like,
no.
Oh,
like, dang it,
that's a thing.
Yeah, no, you can't just do that off anything. I mean, for people who played the previous games, yeah, so there's certain.
Yeah,
you can dive off.
Yeah, but replayability wise, I mean, for the completionist gamer inside, you know, some of us.
Yeah.
I know Wheels is a kind of completionist. Playing the game over again to get all the treasure chests, the collectibles, that's something you would really want to do.
That's not something I love doing, but I recognize that you know, some people like doing that, so you can definitely do that, especially with the big open world. It's massive, right? You can sail between different islands, and it's kind of like Wind Waker in that regard, where you can sail. I mean, one reviewer said that they stole it from. I don't think they stole it. It's a lot different, but it's very similar. The multiplayer is back, so they brought that back. They started that in Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, and it's kind of still the same kind of thing. You try to blend in with non-player characters, and then you're trying to find out who's NPCs and who's real players. So it's pretty much the same as the previous iterations with just minor refinements. But it's still a great alternative to standard deathmatch in other games. So, I mean, it's not enough to make me keep wanting to play it over and over and over, but it's cool that they're trying to do something different. All right, what would you give this game, Jack? First impressions.
First impressions, I really enjoyed it. I thought if they told me about swan diving off things, random things was a bad thing.
It's not swan diving, okay? It's leap of faith. That's what it's called.
Oh, okay. So if they told me about leap of faiths and not having to die all the time, I'd probably give it a full 5 mohawks out of 5. But in this case, 4 mohawks out of 5 would suffice.
So having played the previous games, I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 5, just because there's very little stuff that they've done to improve the core gameplay. I mean, it's basically the same. There's a new story, so it's like, am I rating it for the story? The multiplayer is mostly the same. It's still a really fun game if you love Assassin's Creed, and you know they've kind of just like done the same type of step up in terms of we're making another game, but it didn't innovate enough for me, so I'm giving it a 3 out of 5 hipster glasses.
All right, so thanks for watching our double take on our first impressions of Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, guys. I'm gonna go jump off some buildings now.
Please don't. If you're going to do that, find a bale of hay or leaves or something, at least.
Well, yeah, we're close to some farms, so I'll probably find a bale of hay somewhere.